What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys. Well, we have our next Rebellion Legendary Summoner. This is Eternal Tofu, the fourth out of a total of 6. So this is an interesting one because it's almost a direct counter to what we had previously with the Riskril Drath or something like that. Whatever the Darth Squirrel was from Bulldog. This one, shout out to Brave Tofu. I believe this is his Eternal Tofu. Comes with +2 health as well as snare for each of your units, right? So once again, very specific in terms of its ability sets by being able to essentially hit folks with flying or hit units with flying and take away their flying, right? So that's why I'm saying it's a direct counter. But where this gets really interesting is in the tactics abilities. So on one side, you have Corrosive Ward and Divine Shield, and you can go give that to 3 units. That's like half your team, or if it's a lower mana match, you could give it to your entire team. And the thing is, like Divine Shield is fantastic. You think back to Lorna, for example, and to be able to give that to 3 units is great. And on top of that, if those units, especially like let's say they're low health, so they're prone to opportunity, or they're low, or they're in the back, right? So in the last position, so they're prone to sneak. If they do get hit, right? So now they get a free hit, but they also reduce the armor with Corrosive Ward. I mean, you could actually even put it on your tank if you wanted to, which could make things even more interesting. So I'm immediately liking that just because of the amount of units you can affect. But it's the other one that's really has my interest peaked, right? So you have Triage as well as Scavenger. And Scavenger is it can be such a broken ability. We see it with Dr. Blight quite often. And granted, this is, obviously you're not going to give it to Dr. Blight, but I'm just saying we've seen Dr. Blight become so powerful because of it. And what's fascinating now is not only will Scavenge be huge, especially in like the Rebirth rule set. I love to use Scavenge there, but that same unit is going to have the ability to heal itself. So I'm almost immediately thinking of like an Earthquake rule set or a Poison rule set where this could be super fun to play with because you have someone in the back line, right? So I'm immediately thinking of being able to play, what's his name? Goblin Psychic. In fact, let's actually go over because I have, oops, wrong one. I have it open here. So for example, like Goblin Psychic, if we were to look at Goblin Psychic at the max level, and let's just do Chaos Legion, right? So, oh man, there's a lot of cards. So I filtered this to both life and earth. But like Goblin Psychic is one that's fantastic because let's say you want to play him behind somebody that has immunity, right? Or somebody that he can heal up front. And there's a lot of options, right? Because you'll be able to play him with Inevitable. You'll be able to play him with even like Uriel. You'll be able to play him with what's her name? The Cora, right? And now he will be able to heal himself, right, in the back line, heal the front line, whoever the tank is, right, as well as his health is going to go up, so therefore he'll be able to take more damage. So again, I think there's a lot of really interesting opportunities here. I haven't been able to dive into all of it yet, right, because there's obviously so many cards and combinations, and now that I play in Wild, it's even wilder, right, because that just gets exponentially crazier. But in thinking through the fact that you can combine both of these elements, life and earth, and then be able to have some really solid support units. Like I said, I mean, what's his name? The healers are what really jumps out to me, right? So even like Venari Crystalsmith would be another example of being able to have somebody in the back line that can heal the front tank as well as, then heal themselves in these specific types of rule sets. And like I said, with, here, let's go back to it. With it having snare, I'm almost immediately wanting to go to this any and every time there is some kind of Earthquake rule set. Now, maybe that makes it too niche, right? Maybe the skill set in the back or the stat buffs in the back line, right, for the Scavenger and Triage, only having it available for one person, which I think is already enough. I don't know that you need to do it to 2, but by having that, maybe it doesn't end up being super powerful, but I can just see a lot of interesting use cases. Again, and this was just briefly going through and showing you some of the healers, right, on both sides, both Earth as well as life. But maybe I'm thinking too small with this, and I haven't, like I said, I haven't really explored whatever else is going on with it. So let's go back, and I haven't, again, I'll try to do a little bit more of a deeper dive. I just wanted to share the stats with you. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think that this is going to be a fun one. And once again, we're finding an interesting balance here. And obviously, we'll have to wait and see when it actually comes out. But in my opinion, we're finding an interesting balance where even though these summoners can be super powerful in certain scenarios, they're not overpowered. You know, there's many instances in which I beat Lorcus, for example, right? And using most likely one of the Chaos Legion legendary summoners. So while I think that there's definitely a lot of value, that these are very niche and still very powerful, they're still not really at the untamed level in many cases. But you know, we'll have to wait and see how that changes for the rest of the summoners yet to come out. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.